Hi, welcome to another episode of The Young and the Restless. Today we open up with Billy and Lily entering society after a counseling session. The two look very distant and emotional. Lily says the session was hard. She says being at society was a mistake. They should have gone home after that brutal session. Over at Sally's, we see Nick comes to visit Sally. When Sally hears a knock, she quickly runs and hides her stuff. Nick wonders why Sally has been ghosting him. Over at the Abbott house, Summer and Kyle continue to discuss what she said to him at work earlier, which is taking Harrison away on a work trip. Kyle is not happy about it. We then see Jack is at the coffee house. He gets a do not worry text from Diane. Sharon sees him and wonders what's distracting Jack, because he's pretty distracted. She asks if he's okay and wonders why he is upset, but Jack says he's okay. We then see Diane meet up with Jeremy at Noah's club. Jeremy charms and compliments her. They toast and they decide to celebrate. We then see Chance walking into the coffee house. He comes to see Sharon. They discuss Mariah and Tessa leaving town for their adoption. Sharon questions Chance how he is doing. Chance jokes about it. Back at the Abbott house, someone explains that it's a short trip. She just wants Harrison away from the danger that's going on. Kyle doesn't approve of it and her leaving with Harrison. Back at the club, we see Diane and Jeremy discuss their criminal days in LA. Says that they have to find a new way to make money in GC or in general. Jeremy suggests that Diane does a transaction alone. Diane suggests that they do business in GC. Jeremy suggests doing money laundering in a club would be the best option. He wants a piece of Noah's club. While Nick came in, Sally realizes that her pregnancy pamphlet was still on the table. She does her best to hide it from Nick. She rips it up and throws it in the garbage. Nick wonders what it is and she says it's a business draft. Nick says he wished to seize it. Sally talks him out of it. Back at society, Billy still is in shock about the therapy session. Says that the therapist was pretty hard on them. He suggests trying someone different. Lily says no one should sugarcoat their problem, so they should stick with that therapist. Back at the coffee house, Sharon asks Chance to open up and tell him how he really feels. Chance says that his life is weird at the moment. He misses his routine being married with Dominic. Back at the Abbott house, Summer asks Kyle to face the reality that the plan they have right now might not get rid of Jeremy Stark. She tells Kyle how serious it is, but Kyle defends his mother, says he will protect Harrison and Summer. Then we see Jack text Diane for an update. Back at the club, Diane tells Jeremy to look elsewhere outside of the club. Tells him it's a headache based on who owns the club. Tells him that he doesn't want to go anywhere near a business for the Newmans, and the building is owned by the chancellors who are very powerful also. Jeremy says he will let her take the lead since she knows the area. He also suggests that Diane has to pass a loyalty test before he works with her. Nick asked Sally for an update on her stomach issues. Sally said she was just having some stomach issues, now it's gone. Nick then invites her to dinner. Sally wishes not to go out. Nick suggests that he go and get takeout. Sally agrees. While Nick leaves, Sally further rips up the pregnancy pamphlet. Back at the Abbott house, Summer explains how much she is worried about Harrison to Kyle and begs Kyle to let them go. Kyle acknowledges that she may be right. Summer then asks him to come. Kyle says he wished to stay and help his mother. However, he is worried how the situation has affected their marriage. Back at the club, Jeremy says he doesn't trust Diane. He then suggests that they live together. He tells Diane he's going to require an act of loyalty. Diane asks what he has in mind. He says something outrageous and criminal. Diane asks what should she do, and he says, surprise me. Back at society, you can see Billy and Lily are completely out of sorts. They cuddle on the couch and hug. Back at the Abbott house, Kyle blames Phyllis for Summer's reaction. Summer gets mad and tells him angrily not to make it about Phyllis when Diane is the problem. Diane meets with Jack and Society and she tells him that she has to do something criminal to convince Jeremy. We see Nick returns with the food for Sally and she tells him how amazing and perfect he is. The two kiss and make love. Sally's such a scallywag. We see Chance also go get Ethiopian takeout for Sharon and the two eat and talk. Sharon offers to do the same for Chance next week. She calls their new routine a supper club. Back at the Abbott house, Kyle continues to blame Phyllis. Says that Summer can't be defending Phyllis's action. Summer tells him to at least think about the trip. Jack, confused, can't understand why Diane has to do something criminal. She explained that it's to prove loyalty. Diane says she wants to go through with it. She wants to steal something of value. Jack offers that she enters his safe and steals stuff. Diane suggests to steal something from Phyllis. Back at society, Lily is pretty emotional and she asks for alone time. Billy tells her that everything will be alright. They just need to continue therapy. Lily tells him that she doesn't want to keep doing this. While leaving, she gets a text from Daniel. We then flash to the scallywag Sally and Nick making love while she's pregnant with another man's child, because it's definitely Adam's. While Nick is in the shower, Sally goes to try the food, but we see she's overtaken by nausea. Back at the Abbott house, Summer decides to go and pack to leave. Over at the coffee house, Jack says to Diane it's a mistake to go after Phyllis. Diane rules out going after Ashley. That leaves Nicky, and Jack doesn't object. Thanks for watching. Bye.